You know, I like Tyson Fury as a character. I really enjoyed his IFL interview the other day. Great to see him back. It definitely put a smile on my face seeing the Gypsy King cracking jokes and whatnot. I find him just a fascinating human being to listen to. Very, very interesting man. And as I say, very funny man. I don't know him personally, but he seems, from the position of an outsider looking in, to be somebody that essentially has a good heart. Then again, I've heard certain things about him when he's been out and about in certain nightclubs, acting like an idiot. This is what I've been told by people, threatening bouncers and whatnot. But again, a lot of people who would be otherwise decent people do act like idiots when they're under the influence of drink or sometimes drugs. So that's by the by. Anyway, let me not waffle on too long in this video. The point I'm making here is Tyson Fury obviously sees Anthony Joshua as one of his rivals. And by the way, in the IFL interview, he kind of contradicted himself. On one hand, he said he'd need like 5 or 6 fights before he'd fight Joshua. And he kind of cussed Eddie Hearn for trying to... He seems to suggest that Eddie Hearn is trying to get him to fight Anthony Joshua sooner rather than later. Trying to get him to fight Anthony Joshua when he's blatantly not ready to fight Joshua physically. So he said, I need 5 or 6 fights. But then later on in the interview, he said, I'll fight Joshua right now. I don't need to get in shape. So, you know, typical Fury. But he's come out on Dave Allen's podcast and said that Deontay Wilder would beat Anthony Joshua. Now, it seems like Tyson Fury believes the entire world can beat Anthony Joshua. Because he felt like Charles Martin would beat Joshua. He felt like Klitschko would beat Joshua. He felt like, or he feels like Joseph Parker will beat Joshua. And now he's saying Wilder's going to beat Joshua too. Well, he's already been wrong twice in terms of Charles Martin and Vladimir Klitschko. So we'll see whether he's going to be wrong as well with Joseph Parker and Deontay Wilder. But I'm going to quote him here regarding the situation with Wilder. This was when Tyson Fury appeared on Dave Allen's podcast. He said, Wilder has improved a hell of a lot. I do think he's an awesome puncher and he's a good boxer and he's awkward. Very awkward kind of character, and I think he'll do a lot of damage to a lot of people. I think Wilder will knock him out. Purely and simply because Wilder can move and punch on the move, and Joshua stands still and takes big shots on the gloves. All right, so those are the words of the Gypsy King Tyson Fury talking about how he sees an Anthony Joshua-Deontay Wilder fight going. I do think there's some validity to what he's saying there. Wilder certainly does punch on the move far better than Joshua. Wilder also can deliver knockout power on the back foot. Something have we seen it from Joshua? Certainly we haven't seen it against anybody above journeyman level. But Deontay Wilder's fought some fringe contenders and he's knocked him out on the back foot. We all remember the knockout of Artur Szpilka. Szpilka was coming right at him. Wilder's on the back foot. He lands one straight right hand and knocks Artur Szpilka out cold. The guy was taken out of the ring on a stretcher with oxygen. So Wilder can punch very hard going backwards. He can punch very hard at long range in a split second. He can deliver that right hand. We saw that against Bermans Vern. We saw that many times in his career. Against Kelvin Price early in his career. Against Artur Szpilka, like I just mentioned. He can pull that fast, straight right hand out of the bag in a split second and land it at long range, even when he's on the move. Again, against Gerald Washington, that right hand, like a laser, connected on Gerald Washington's chin, down he went. And that's a big man. That's a man that Jarrell Miller never came close to dropping. All it took is one good right hand from Deontay Wilder and Gerald Washington was on his back. So, yeah, he's very dangerous with that right hand. I've said it before. It's a Paulie Malignaggi quote when he was talking about Adonis Stevenson. He said, Stevenson may be a one-trick pony, but it's one hell of a trick. Same with Deontay Wilder in the right hand. If you want to call him a one-trick pony, cool, but it's one hell of a trick that this guy's got. And that trick could be dangerous against Anthony Joshua, a guy who, like Fury says, does tend to block punches rather than get out of the way with his feet or use head movement. This guy's trying to just block everything. And yeah, he's physically strong. He has to be physically strong because his body is absorbing, his arms and shoulders are absorbing all these punches from these big men. They have to be strong because when you get hit on the arms and in the shoulders, it tires your arms and shoulders. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Is Fury just being Fury and picking everybody to beat Joshua just because Joshua's his rival and he feels that macho instinct kicking in? So he wants to try and downplay how good Joshua is in his own mind. Is that what it is? Or do you also believe that Deontay Wilder would beat Anthony Joshua for the reasons that Tyson Fury has brought up? Let me know how you feel in the comment section below, people. It's happening. I'm out.